Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. What an intriguing game we've got for you tonight. One tremendous college player will be included in the lineup. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So with Rose on the bench, this is who Larry Brown has out there. They've got Mitchell. Jalen Johnson is out there with Vucevic. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Shaq in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Wizards, Green is out there with Beasley. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Queen in at the 5. Curry passes to Vucevic. The 3 from Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
Here's Francis, guarded by Curry. And that one's good, Francis.
Oh, the D has to show a little more resistance down there.
Curry passes to Mitchell. Now here's Vucevic. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, Vucevic didn't come into the league with that shot, but it's been a crucial part of his game for years.
Green, the pass to Queen. The kick out to Oladipo. Here's Francis. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Francis has got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Now here's Beasley. Down low, Curry with the steal. Shaq down low. He's up against Beasley. Here's O'Neal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. O'Neal's got his second bucket.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
And what an excellent way to end that possession. There was some power on that throwdown.
And here are the Wizards now. 4-point game. Green kicks to Beasley. Pass to Oladipo. Here's Francis for the three. Great that time from Curry. Oladipo against Mitchell. No good with the triple. Now here's Beasley. Tight defense on him. Green passes to Francis. Driving in. The Wizards working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Vucevic with the block.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
There's Green with the three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Washington leading now by 4. Curry outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Watson the pass to Ferry. To the inside. That is in there. Watson with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Basket counts.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Pass to Queen. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you got to hit him more than that to prevent the basket. Nice focus right there.
From deep. And again, Washington with the triple.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
A shot by Lawson, wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Takes it from 10, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And some good action in the book. As we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
That is out there with Lawson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Ferry in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now here's Towns. Oh, look at that.
What a powerful dunk by Towns. Showing the rim no mercy.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Wizards making a change here. Beasley's checked in, and Washington making a change here. Lawson against Brunson. The shot's good from Lawson.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Washington leading now by 3. Here's Brunson. Whoa, man! Wow.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
Pass to Beasley. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, those are the kinds of shots coaches want their guys taking within the scope of the offense.
To the wing right side. Reese. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Lawson the pass to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
2 open. That time made it look too easy.
Not a lot of players these days operate in that space, but Stewie just loves that mid-range.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
In for Washington, number 4,
Here's Beasley. He has 7. Count that one. Beasley's got 9 points. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Reese. Hits the 3-point bomb. And Washington leads by 4.
I love the confidence from Reese, trusting in that lefty J.
Here's Queen. Into the lane. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Queen's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Sharp shooting from Stewie. She is the definition of a stretch big.
Out left to the wing. Beasley outside. They set the screen. Lawson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Over Brunson. No good from Lawson. Washington leading now by 5. Fires the 3. And the dunk by Williamson.
A bowling ball on the glass. Williamson's big body is so difficult to box out.
They kick out to Oladipo. Kept alive.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, going up strong. She leaves nothing to chance.
Lawson outside. Kicks it out to Beasley. The Wizards with another miss. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Washington. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Oladipo, the pass to Queen. Lawson outside. Here's Oladipo, and they pick up 2.
Just sheer determination. The contact was there, but Oladipo showing real toughness gutting through it.
Stewart misses. Nice move, and Queen gets it to go. And now just a 5-point Washington lead.
Good job there of going on the attack and putting pressure on the rim.
And it's Rose missing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Beasley, the pass to Queen. And here's Lawson. Pass to Queen. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Brunson. Washington leading now by 5. There's Williamson with the 3. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Ferry. No good from the wing. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Washington out in front. They're up by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Michael Beasley. He's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's Francis. There's a screen. With the step back. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Green.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Francis. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Washington leading now by 6. Pass to Reese. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
I mean, if Reese is connecting from long range, the defense has no chance.
Here's Beasley. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
From deep, Brunson, and again. And Washington with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Francis. He's got 5. Kicks it out to Beasley. Hits it from three-point range. Beasley's got 14 points.
And he caught the defense sleeping there. They didn't expect him to kick that back out.
Here's Stewart. And again, Washington with the triple.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
Oladipo, the pass to Beasley. Pulls it up. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Greg, we know, is a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
And we know about Oladipo as a scorer, but he's a team guy first and loves to make the right play.
Brunson scanning the floor, and Stewart gets it to go.
She isn't messing around out there. When you drain a 3 on her squad, she's coming for revenge.
Here's Oladipo. Here's Francis. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul.
Oh, nice to see Francis knocking down the triple. They need more of that from him.
And Washington making a change here. Pass to Reese. And again, Washington with the triple.
She's going to do that every time. Lots of confidence in the catch and shoot.
To the middle, here's Francis, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Stewart kicks to Brunson. Pass to Reese. It's stolen by Oladipo. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:33 left here in the 3rd quarter. Oladipo outside. There's the pick. Williamson knocks it away.
Yeah, Williamson is good at owning that airspace around the rim on either end of the floor.
4 on the clock. Out to the wing. Another shot. Again, the Wizards good for 2. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way, guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. So with Rose on the bench, this is who Larry Brown has out there. We've got Stephen Curry. Vucevic is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Oh, Mitchell flashes his range.
What a bomb from Mitchell, showing off his range there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
You have to be committed on plays like that.
Casale's checked in for Ty Lawson.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Mitchell kicks to Vucevic. No good from outside. Washington trails by 9. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Washington, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates.
Mitchell outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
Officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point,
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
you just never know.
The shot is not.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock. And so it's Washington in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. That is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Cassell. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Queen, and at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Hart with it, now guarded by Vucevic. No coverage that time. Scott's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Washington. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Cassell. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And look, that's just a guy getting to his spot and making the defense pay.
Here's Queen. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Mitchell, this is to Johnson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Green, he's checked in for the Wizards. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Oladipo misses. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Washington. Fires from deep. And again, Washington with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And Mitchell drills the 3.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Vucevic pulls it down. Washington leading now by 10. Doesn't get that one. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Green. Johnson rips down the board. Outside Curry. Now Johnson from deep. Oladipo there for the rebound. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Francis, guarded by Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Shaq.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Curry fires, misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Francis, guarded by Curry. Good! Some old school moves in the post.
He's just a pure scorer. Francis comfortable scoring from just about anywhere in the building.
He drills the 3.
And you could just tell he was feeling it. A very
Wow, hammering it in.
Look out.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. Got to have some skills to pull out.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Boy, once he gets going like this, he becomes unstoppable.
Here's Francis, guarded by Curry. Here's Green. Johnson with the block.
Well, that's excellent defense by Johnson. Able to protect the rim without foul.
Mitchell. Three. Good.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Francis, guarded by Kerr. Out of bounds, Washington takes
The
possession.
ball goes to Washington.
Washington leading now by 12. Mitchell. Oh, he hits the deep three.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night, one of the premier players in our league.
Here's Francis, guarded by Kerr. Oladipo outside. And he banks the layup in.
And that's how you set up your teammates. Great pass.
Here's Washington now. They're on a 12-4 run. Oladipo against Mitchell. Fires the three. A three-pointer. Good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Buries the deep ball.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This